So hi guys, my name is Izzy. I'm a sporadic YouTuber. Today I'm going to be doing my wrap up for the month of July. I just got like distracted by nothing. I just like looked up at the ceiling for some reason there. What the fuck is wrong with me? I don't know. So there are a stack of graphic novels that I did not read. I did read, but I do not have to show you because I took them from the library. I didn't take them from the library. I rented them from the library. I didn't like go into the library, take them, and like never give them back. I rented them, and then you know how you guys know how a library works. I need to shut up. So if I do have a photo of them, because I did take a photo of them in my car so that we could remember all the titles, I will put the photo here. Ta-da! And if I don't, then I'm just like doing this for nothing.
Oh, look at that, it worked. Alright, so my favorite thing is Monsters. I gave 3 stars. I thought it was just okay. Decelerate Blue, I felt like some of the pages were missing, so I gave that 3 stars. And there was like an insta-love thing that normally I don't care about insta-love. It doesn't bother me, but this one it did. Snot Girl, I gave a 4 star. It was pretty interesting, and I'm interested to see where the story goes. And in real life, I believe I gave a 4 star as well. I really loved the main character and thought she was endearing. So anyway, back to the regular wrap-up.
The next one I read was Thunderhead by Neal Shusterman. This is the second book in the arc of Scythe, I believe they're calling this series. This was really good as well. I loved Scythe though. I'm very biased. I love Scythe. I gave it 5 stars. I gave this one 5 stars. Really recommend you pick up this series. It's really cool. If you don't know what it's about, it is set in the future where every single disease, including death, has been cured. Everything, every ailment has been cured. You could jump off a building and you will be revived the next morning. It's really interesting. So what they do is they appoint scythes, basically people who will go out and glean others to keep the population down. But yeah, I really recommend picking up this series. I have loved them. This is 5 stars for me. The next one is the third book in the selection series. This is One by Kiera Cass. I gave this 4 stars. These have become a very guilty pleasure of mine. I really like the action. I did not expect there to be action, but I do really like the action in these books. And I'm obsessed with the political structure in this book. See, I kind of view the country as a character in the story, and like I care about it very much in the books. And it's just like, I don't care what the fuck happens with the main character girl. I don't care if she ends up with the prince. I don't care if she doesn't end up with the prince. I don't give a fuck where that storyline goes. I don't care. I mean, I have who I obviously ship her with, but I don't care where that story ends up. I was happy with the conclusion in this, but that being said, I don't really care about that as much as I care about what's going to happen to the country, like what this means for the country. And I know that's really a really unpopular opinion probably for these books. Like all that Bachelor stuff thrown out the window. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't care who she ends up with. I don't care about her romantic life. I just need to know what the fuck's gonna happen to this country. I'm so invested in it. It's stupid. I just said fuck like 1,000 times. That tells you how invested I am in these books. So the next book that I read is Body Counter by Anne Fraser. You guys already know I love Anne Fraser. She's my favorite author. I hype her up so much. This is the sequel to Body Reader, which is up here above me. You do not need to read Body Reader to read this one. I do recommend that you read that because there are some underlining things that you will learn more about the main character in here if you read that first book. But you don't need to. I feel like this is good by itself, just jumping in. Maybe look up a little bit of backstory about Jude or watch my review, which is linked up above somewhere, or linked down below. I'll probably forget to link it, let's be real. But I did do a full review of the first book. But yeah, in this one we follow Jude, and there are murders that are happening that are following I can't remember the name of the sequence, like a numbered sequence. So every time the numbers keep growing and growing and growing and growing in these murders, and like more and more people are being, to the point that it's like a mass murder. But yeah, it's really, really interesting. I really recommend picking it up. I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. So much fun. Anne Fraser just always keeps me on my toes and always keeps me like till the last page. Like, it's hard to like put her books down, and I really try to like pace myself when I read her books. The next one I read was Leia on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. Yes, I finally read this. Yes, I fucking loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It was everything that I wanted, and I know this is probably going to be another very unpopular opinion. I might love Leia. I might love this book. I can't say for sure, but I might love this book more than I love Simon. it's a very close contender. I mean, that's saying something. I think it was the music references, and I really relate to Leia, being a Slytherin myself. I really relate to Leia a lot more than I did Simon, that little Hufflepuff. He's in my heart, but I do love him dearly, but I think I might be really in love with Leia. Like, really in love with her. The next one that I read was Furthermore by Tiara Mafi. This is the first Tiara Mafi book that I've read. I haven't read the Shadow Me series yet, but I do plan on reading them, especially after reading this. I really enjoyed this. So yeah, I really adored this. I thought Alice was just endearing, and I really enjoyed the story. I enjoyed where it went. I thought it was a great middle grade book, and I just thought it was fun. The next one was Pigeon by Patrick Suskind. This one was interesting. I probably wouldn't have given it such a high rating, but I really related to the main character, which makes me sound like a crazy person. So the main character is just going about like his everyday life, and it has nothing to do with anything, really. This book is just basically in this guy's head, and he's a little neurotic and a little anxious, and he just gets me, and he like freaks out over like a pigeon being in like his windowsill, and he's like has like a panic attack about it, and it's kind of like not in the windowsill, in like the hallway, and it's kind of like the greatest thing ever. And I don't know, it just messes up his entire day, and like he gets like a hotel room instead of like staying in the room and everything. It's just great. I really enjoyed it. Is it for everybody? Probably not. Some people would probably be really bored reading this, because like I said, it just follows this neurotic guy who's just like freaking out about everything and having like the worst day ever, and I'm just like, that's me. So yeah, so I ended up giving this one 4 stars. Maybe it's because Patrick Suskind has a spot in my heart already, but I really enjoyed this. I thought it was fun. So that is it. These are the books that I read in the month of July, plus, you know, my stack of graphic novels. I love you guys. Peace. I'm out. Goodbye.